This is Japan's famed Mount Midoriyama, the world's most difficult obstacle course. Over the past 15 years, thousands of competitors have taken on this beast, but only 3 have ever conquered it. No American has ever defeated Mount Midoriyama.
Mount Midoriyama was showing no mercy.
Oh, doesn't get it!
And the dream is over.
But this year, that could all change, because for the first time ever, this mother of all obstacle courses has come to America, and more athletes than ever before are ready to take it on. Competitors from 6 different regions across the country will run qualifying courses, but only the top 100 competitors who embody athletic talent, mental fortitude, and single-minded commitment will earn the right to advance to the finals in Las Vegas. There, the fabled course has been constructed, brutal obstacle by brutal obstacle. The fastest American to conquer Mount Midoriyama will not only make history, but will walk away with a $500,000 prize. Today, in Venice Beach, California, the Southwest qualifying round continues as we search for the top 30 competitors who will move on to the regional finals. Nearly half the competition has run, but only 10 have completed this punishing qualifying course, including Brent Steffensen, our fastest so far with a time of 50.10 seconds. Frosty Zernow, crowd entertainer and fan favorite, and former American gladiator Evan the Rocket Dollard. Still to run, 53-year-old Kelvin Antwine, who has earned the nickname Grandpa Ninja for being one of our oldest and most inspirational returning competitors. Hotshot Alex DeLong, a self-taught parkour athlete who is hoping that his recent ankle injury doesn't hurt his chances of completing the qualifying course. And Hollywood stuntman Levi Muenberg, one of the most celebrated veterans in Ninja Warrior history, having attempted Mount Midoriyama a record 5 times. Who will make it into our top 30 and move on to the Southwest Regional Finals? Find out now on American Ninja Warrior.
Venice Beach, California, the first stop on our nationwide search to find the first ever American Ninja Warrior. The crowds are here and the athletes are ready to take their shot. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Olympic gold medalist Jonny Moseley. Welcome back for more of the Southwest Region qualifying round. We are getting as many people through this course as humanly possible.
From teachers to firefighters, we're giving hundreds of people the chance to make their American Ninja Warrior dreams come true.
So far, we've had 10 athletes complete our course, and the man at the top of the leaderboard is a 2-time veteran of Mount Midoriyama, Brent Steffensen, followed by returning competitor Dan Mast, newcomers Remy Baccar and Jesse LaFleur, and Frosty Zernow rounds out the top 5. And of course, everyone is waiting to see this man, Levi Muenberg, the most accomplished athlete in the history of American Ninja Warrior. He's competed at Mount Midoriyama multiple times, but he might be a little dazed and confused right now. Angela's with Levi and has that story.
Guys, I'm here with one of the most successful athletes in American Ninja history, Levi Muenberg. Now, you just got off of a plane from the Philippines 24 hours ago. What were you there for?
Yeah, feeling a little jet lagged, but I was there working on the movie Born Legacy, where I was doubling Jeremy Renner.
What do you think about this course?
I'm really excited to try it out. You know, it's similar to the ones that I've ran in the past here at Venice Beach, but definitely got some new obstacles. You know, it's just a learning process. It's just watching and learning and picking up on the nuances of how these obstacles work.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Angela. This Southwest qualifying round is coming down to the wire as we continue the search for the 30 fastest. The crowd here is pumped and ready, so let's get the action started. Our first competitor's on the starting block. It's 21-year-old Josh Hill from San Clemente, California. He's a professional parkour runner, and he's not a fan of staircases. This is how he climbs 3 stories.
That's awesome. Great display of upper body strength and coordination. Definitely good to have on this course. And he's pretty confident this competition is going to be a breeze.
I don't know, I feel like it might be a little bit of a challenge, but you know, nothing's really a challenge for me.
Well, for a guy who's never run this course, that's a bold statement. Let's see if he can back it up, Johnny. Not wasting any time on the quad steps. This guy's in a hurry to get somewhere, moving right onto the log grip.
He's booking it through there. Nice.
Onto the spinning log. Oh, speed kills, but he's okay. Wow, now the shirt's coming off. I guess he means business as he's staring down the jump hang, Johnny. Oh! And the show is over. Roll credits.
Well, Matt, this is awesome. Hucks the front flip. He's just rotating too fast to actually hang onto the net.
In the starting blocks right now, the oldest competitor ever to attempt this course, the 61-year-old grandmother out of Temecula, California. Say hello to Greta Pontarelli. Wow, already showing up with the split at the starting line, Johnny.
Listen, you don't want to mess around with this grandma. She studied martial arts most of her life. And check it out, she trains as a pole dancer. Unbelievable upper body strength and control. And that's somebody's grandmother.
I am here to inspire everybody, but particularly baby boomers, to never give up, to go after your dreams. And sometimes the toughest path creates the greatest warrior, because we don't ask for a lighter load, but we ask for stronger shoulders.
Well, her family is here to cheer her on. Let's see how this pole dancing, martial arts kicking grandma does on the course.
This is one busy grandma. When she's not pole dancing, she's actually selling real estate in Southern California.
Well, she's taking her time on the quad steps right now, Johnny.
Well, she's waiting till she's stable on each step before jumping to another one.
It's not the fastest way through, but she is staying dry, and hopefully she can make up some time on the next obstacle. She's familiar with the pole. This is a little bigger than a pole, getting her arms around the log grip.
But that inner thigh strength is
Oh!
denied. Looks like it's back to the pole for Grandma Greta.
So far, it's been pretty slow going, but this next guy is definitely gunning for the leaderboard. A 26-year-old out of Van Nuys, California. He's returning veteran with some unfinished business. It's Shane Daniels.
Well, one of the top free runners and parkour athletes in the world. The quad steps took him out last year. Let's see if he can improve on his performance.
I am a full-time free-running coach, and I'm also an aspiring stuntman. I've been to Japan 2 times on the course. I have run out of time both times on the last obstacle. Last year, it was really surprising to go out on the quad steps.
Shane Daniels out of the gate and going with his shirt. Oh! Shane Daniels is out!
I have been training specific obstacles this year, and one of them was the quad step, just so I wouldn't make the same mistake. I have a 3-year-old son. His name is Jaden. He's the love of my life. He had an obstacle course. That's what he does all day. He's crawling, he's walking, they climb. Babies have incredible strength and balance. As he's growing up, I've been watching him, because they do everything naturally. They just do everything with their own body weight. So as he's growing up, I watch him and I try to learn from that, which is kind of weird. I'm learning from him as he learns from me. I want to bring him to A&W because he's the bigger part of it, so I just want to share it with the world.
Shane Daniels checking his shoes. Doesn't want to make a simple mistake on the quad steps again. And a real cautious two-footed approach.
Technique. No reason not to do that at this point. He can make up plenty of time already.
Absolutely. Onto the log grip. Good, solid grip. Shane, just tremendous athletic ability, Johnny. Oh, almost down, but he gets through the spinning log.
Ooh, still in good time.
Wow! It looked like he almost jumped over the cargo net, Johnny.
He hit that with ease. Really important to go straight up off the trampoline. A nice exit and transition onto the devil steps.
Shane, tremendous upper body strength and just flying through the devil steps as expected.
Well, he has to be feeling relieved already to have gotten through those quad steps.
And the spinning log had to get his heart beating. Shane flying through the devil steps, 47 seconds. And here he goes on the warp wall. And ladies and gentlemen, Shane Daniels is back. And now he's coming down the warp wall. And look at this, he's jumped into the stands to celebrate with the students from his free running academy. The joy of this competition is nowhere more evident than it is on Shane Daniels' face. Now it's 26-year-old Philip Kingsley's turn.
Well, when he's not training for Ninja Warrior, he's a skydiving parachute packer from Hanford, California. And he obviously enjoys the flip side of packing a chute, and that's enjoying a nice free fall.
Well, he doesn't want any free falling on this course. This is a race against time. And that's what's on Philip Kingsley's mind right now as he made his way through the quad steps very quickly.
Now remember, Matt, he packs parachutes for a living, so he's very accustomed to taking his time, getting everything just right because people's lives are in his hands. But here he has to shift gears. He's got to focus on doing things fast.
Oh, and he is down, but a great save on the spinning log. But now having to try to right the wrong and get himself up and through this obstacle.
And that can sap so much strength and time. The clock is ticking. He will have to do a lot of catching up.
Well, it looked like he was taking a nap there, but the crowd cheering him on. Now onto the jump hang. Oh, and worth the wait, grabs the cargo net right at the top.
Beautiful form. Philip is definitely taking advantage of his 6-foot stature. Getting a hold of the top of the cargo net should help save him some time here.
55 seconds on the clock, but something was wrong with his shoe there, Johnny.
Looks like it slipped off, but it's back on.
Time not on his side right now. Some athletes have finished this course in under a minute, and Philip just now getting to the devil steps.
Well, Matt, he looks pretty tired. He's taking a breather here, but he needs to get a move on if he wants to end up in our top 30.
Well, the rest helped him on the jump hang. Let's see what it does on the devil steps. Not a bad start.
Well, but he's starting to slow down here. This is not a good sign, Matt. That momentum can help some, but it's also causing him to hang on each step longer. And by now, his shoulders and forearms have to be burning.
At the top of the devil steps, the transition so difficult, but he makes it. Makes the transition, but look at his face. He is fighting now, doing everything to maintain his grip. But just a couple of steps left, and Philip Kingsley, oh, he's down.
Oh, bummer. He finished the obstacle, steps on the mat with one foot, but loses focus and puts the other foot too far back, and he's in the water. You know, I can't help but think that that fatigue brought on that mistake.
Hand grip gave out, man. Pretty slippery.
So Brent Steffensen remains atop the leaderboard, and Shane Daniels firmly plants himself in the number 5 spot. Coming up, he calls himself Grandpa Ninja. Can this 53-year-old athlete turn back time and make history as our oldest finisher ever? When American Ninja Warrior continues. Just up the beach from us, it's the world-famous Santa Monica Pier, another one of the top tourist attractions here in Southern California. While here in Venice Beach, we are well into the Southwest qualifying round and looking for the 30 fastest to advance to the regional finals.
That's right, Matt. Then the 15 fastest times from there earn a trip to Las Vegas to take on Mount Midoriyama. Declare total victory there, and the $500,000 grand prize is yours.
But this course is eating competitors alive, and it's looking like we might not see 30 finishers, Johnny.
Well, if that happens, Matt, the 30 athletes who go the farthest and the fastest time will advance to the regional finals.
Well, the first step in determining who will make it to Vegas is well underway. We've had 4 more competitors attempt the course, but all fell short. Kane Sinclair, Matthew Conway, Travis Brewer, and Spencer Hurt all failed at the warped wall. So we still have only 11 athletes who've completed this grueling course. Our next competitor is 40-year-old David Money, a construction worker from Burbank, California. Here's another guy using his backyard to further his American Ninja Warrior pursuits.
I built this rope climb here. It's about 18 feet tall, some quad steps. I also built jumping bars. I've still got my my cliffhanger wall and my salmon ladder over here. And I've been training on those every day.
That is dedication to his sport, and he's even got his own cheering section. David's family here, ready to cheer him on. Looking good on the quad steps. Money's 6'3", and the height can be a plus later on in the course.
Well, he was able to wrap his legs almost completely around the log grip.
Oh! Took one in the gut at the end of the spinning log, but right onto the jump hang, and he is up.
David actually built an American Ninja Warrior course in his backyard and trains on it day and night, and right now that practice is paying off. He's got a good pace going here, but the next 2 obstacles are killers. And at 40, does he still have the endurance, Matt? Well, he's really worked his upper body strength this year, and it shows. He's very smooth so far, handling these devil steps very nicely.
And a great job on the descent, but still, you know he wants to get up that warped wall and ensure his spot on the leaderboard. Here it is, first attempt. Stumbles and didn't look close.
Well, a lot of competitors like to use a certain arm swing right when they get in the transition. He's trying to put his hands on the wall. We've really seen that be a lot less successful.
2 efforts, and this is it for David Money. He did not come this far to go out again. The final effort for David Money, 40 years old. Here it is. No! David's family had hoped to see him crack the leaderboard, but his failure at the warp wall has put a halt to the celebration. Next up, he's one of our oldest competitors and a crowd favorite. He's a 53-year-old forklift operator from Santa Clarita, California. It's Kelvin Antwine.
He says he's been training harder than ever this year. He's incredibly fit for any age.
I want to prove that age is just a number. I'm also known as Grandpa Ninja. America, I'm back.
So the battle cry from Grandpa Ninja, his wife and family ready to watch the head of the Antwine household run the course. His son Jamil also standing by.
Got this.
And real nicely through the quad steps.
There we go.
Yeah, so far he looks light on his feet. He's a big man, 6'1", carrying 190 pounds, but man, he doesn't look like any 53-year-old guy I know.
Not bothering to wrap his legs on the log grip, but he's through. On now to the spinning log. Oh, he clears it with the dive to the landing platform.
He needs to regroup here. This jump hang is tough on a guy carrying nearly 200 pounds.
And he's got it.
Yeah, he hit that thing. He barely buckled off that trampoline, got it awfully low. He's expending a lot of energy to get over it. He needs to save some of that arm strength for the devil steps.
And he clears the cargo net, but looking winded right now, Johnny.
Yeah, he should take a moment here. No need to rush. Definitely want to get those muscles to recover before getting on these devil steps.
Kelvin Antwine, 53 years old. He's determined to make it through this course. If he does, he'll be the oldest competitor in Ninja Warrior history to reach the finish line atop the warp wall, but has to clear this obstacle first.
Well, he bounced through those quad steps as well as any competitor we've seen. That was impressive. But whoa, look at the arm strength. He is so fluid going up the steps.
And made the tough transition, making the descent on the devil steps at 53 years old. Kelvin Antwine with an inspired performance, Johnny. Wow!
That is some really impressive strength.
Looks tired, though. The warped wall standing in front of him. He's never made it to this point. Has to be proud, but you know he wants to get up that warped wall.
Well, there's the goal. The button on top. He's dreaming of hitting that thing.
If he gets up this warped wall, he would be the oldest man by far ever to complete the qualifying course. His son cheering him on. Well, here's his first run up. Oh my, he was close, Johnny.
He is only inches from the top on his first attempt.
Said he's out to prove that age ain't nothing but a number, and he has done that so far. If he gets up to the top, well, 50 becomes the new 30.
He's inspiring already.
Oh my goodness! And Kelvin Antwine is pulling himself up in the most improbable of fashions. Kelvin Antwine at 53 years old has completed this qualifying course. Son cheering him on, an unbelievable performance by an unbelievable man. Let's go down to Angela, who's standing by with Kelvin right now.
So let it be written, a 53-year-old Grandpa Ninja Warrior have just climbed the wall.
Woo! Grandpa Ninja, proving that age is nothing but a number. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Angela. Next at the starting line, a circus performer from Los Angeles, California. This is 27-year-old Jim Klimek.
Hi there, my name is Jim Klimek, and I moved to Los Angeles to join the circus. I'm a juggler. I do fire, I do knives, and all that dangerous stuff. I consider myself a free spirit. I would be super excited if I won the $5,000. I think 500,000, that's a lot of money. What would I do with that kind of money? You know I ride my bike, right? Like, I don't need a lot. If I ever got that kind of money, my head would explode, and I would probably give a whole bunch to my parents and charity.
Let's see if all that circus performing will give him the balance and dexterity he needs for this course, Matt.
Well, he bounced through the quad steps as well as any competitor we've seen so far. That was impressive. Onto the log grip, trying to figure out which handholds to use. Made it through clean and making good time. Now on a sprint across the spinning log. Oh, a hard landing, but right back up.
Well, he's got to put that behind him now and focus on clearing the jump hang.
Got it, but low on the net. That will cost him time and energy.
You can just see the determination in his face. He is scrambling to get up and over, and he's done it.
Clearing the jump hang, and now he's picking up the pace as he moves on to the devil steps.
Well, you saw in his video his juggling skills. A guy like this has great hand-eye coordination and balance, and that helps a lot.
Well, on this obstacle, it's all about the hands and grip strength.
He's running on fumes now. You can see right there. Do you see how much he's kicking his legs, Matt? That's a sign he's tired. It's like curling a heavy dumbbell at the gym. You know, you think if you jerk your whole body, it'll help, but it won't.
Well, Jim has really slowed to a crawl now, and that will only make things worse. He needs to clear this obstacle quickly if he wants to make it onto the leaderboard.
Oh, it looks like he's entering the death hang right here, Matt. I don't think he can pull this one out. Oh, he just looks gassed.
Oh, and you are right. Jim Klimek had a strong run, but just could not survive the devil steps, and he fails to put his name on our leaderboard.
Arms.
So on the leaderboard, Brent Steffensen remains number 1, and Kelvin Antwine, who made history, right now sits at number 12. Coming up, he moved here from Vietnam, taught himself parkour, and he might be one of the most physically talented competitors out there. But will an injury hold him back? When American Ninja Warrior continues. Welcome back to the Southwest Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Jonny Moseley, and the search continues for the 30 fastest to move on to the regional finals. 4 more men have made our leaderboard. Engineering student Derek Nakamoto from Pomona, California, firefighter Rick Pitcher from St. George, Utah, insurance agent Darren Payne from San Diego, and stuntman Joe Paloma from Chino Hills, California, all completed this grueling qualifying course. So checking out our leaderboard, Brent Steffensen remains number 1, followed by Dan Mast, Remy Bacard, Jesse LaFleur, and Shane Daniels. Derek Nakamoto, the fastest of the new finishers, sits at 7th, followed by Rick Pitcher, Darren Payne, and Dustin Rocco. And one other competitor attempted the course, but 45-year-old Ron Shalva Sr. couldn't get past the warped wall. Still, he's got something to cheer about because the next competitor at the starting line is his son. It's 21-year-old Ronnie Shalvis Jr.
He just watched his dad get all the way to the warped wall.
Let's go, Ronnie!
He's hoping to pick up where Dad left off.
I am Ron Shalvis. I am from Salt Lake City, Utah. My son, who I train parkour with, decided he was going to sign up, and I said, why don't I sign up also? We signed up together, and here we are.
My name is Ronnie Shalvis. We're both going to be competing in this course, and we're both doing it together, and we want to see how each other's do, but at the same time, we're both going to try our best, and hopefully one of us will make it through it.
My goal when I first started having children was to be able to stay active with them, to stay competitive with them.
I'm proud of my dad being able to see his determination, even at his age, gives me the hope that I can do the same thing. I'm going to cheer my dad on, and he'll cheer me on. We'll have a little bit of competition going, but we'll do our best.
Let's see if those impressive skills do indeed best his dad. Wow, light on his feet through the quad steps. Ronnie's been training for years, but just turned 21, so this is the first time he's been eligible to compete. And Ronnie Jr. out there making his dad proud.
Nice balance. I like the footwork on the spinning log. He kept that thing perfectly still.
Shalvis onto the jump hang.
Oh, he's got leaps, dude.
Good hops there to the top rung, Johnny.
Great timing. I like what I see. I mean, if his dad was that good, this guy has got to be even better.
Absolutely. A nice dinner roll out of the cargo net. And now onto the devil's steps. Wow, his dad did it. You know Ronnie does not want to come up short.
Whoa, sketchy. You don't want too much swing. That makes it a lot harder to hang on. There's no lip on the edge of those steps.
Absolutely. And what we're seeing is a lack of body control there, but he is getting through and in a good time.
Intense. 53 seconds. He is looking good.
Great on the descent. Well, Ronnie Shalvis Jr. has matched his dad, but considering his dad is 24 years older, you know he wants to do him one better. Here it is. Wow! With Dad cheering him on, Ronnie Chalvis Jr. completes the qualifying course. Whoa! His time is 1:12.54, and that puts him in 11th place for now. All a father ever wants to see is his son do better than him, and Ronnie Chalvis Sr. got to see just that.
I liked his progress off the spinning log straight into the jump hang.
Well, Dad couldn't do it, but Junior did, up the walk wall and into our top 30. And Levi Muenberg appreciates the effort. Levi starting to warm up now for his run coming up in a while. Up next, a returning vet, 29-year-old out of LA, Paul Darnell.
He's a stuntman for a lot of big Hollywood movies, including doubling for Robert Pattinson in the Twilight films.
Paul struggling on the quad steps, not looking as smooth as I would expect, but he's through.
A veteran like Paul can put any slip-ups behind him and focus on what lies ahead.
And what lies ahead is the spinning log. Wow, real good through the spinning log. No pause.
It's in the transitions that you can really make up a lot of time on your competitors. The little hang up there on the cargo net, Matt.
Tangled up, but he is through and onto the devil's steps.
With the onesie. That is a onesie.
He's wearing a onesie?
I love his uni.
Well, that is fantastic. He's a big boy now. Paul Darnell flying through the devil steps.
Great rhythm through the devil steps.
Look at that focus. Darnell experience on the warp wall. Time of 51 seconds. He's looking to be one of the top finishers if he gets up here. And he does! Tall Paul Darnell completes the course in 1 minute, 1 second. And his time puts him in 6th place.
I really liked his run. The transition from the spinning log straight to the trampoline. No hesitation to the top of the cargo net on the jump hang is really what set him apart.
And a kiss from his fiancée after a great run. Paul Darnell now in good position to make the regional finals. Next up, we have a 22-year-old out of Reseda, California. He's a newcomer, but someone to watch. It's Alex Duong.
Well, he was born in Vietnam, and when he moved here to Southern California, he taught himself how to do parkour.
My name is Alex Duong, also known as Smoothies. When I move, I'm really smooth. That's why they call me Smoothies. I've been doing parkour for 1.5 years. I started out not knowing anything about freerunning parkours. I couldn't even get over a table. You know, hurt myself here and there sometimes, a little bruises, but I start to improve really, really quickly. When I think about competitions, it messes me up. But when I have fun, you know, just me and the course and the environment, I just go automatically. I think I can definitely finish the course.
He's got great natural talent, but injured his right ankle a couple of weeks ago, and that could hurt him today. Through the quad steps, no problem.
Well, he's very short, but he's got the skills.
Onto the log grip. Now, again, this can be difficult if you have shorter arms. Oh! And he slammed that bad right ankle into the side of that landing platform.
And you see he's trying to shake that off, but running on that bad ankle just got a lot worse. Well, you know, you can be the best jumper in the world and not know how to hit a trampoline. We've seen it many times before.
Tests the tramp, though, and here he goes.
With ease.
Only to the 3rd rung. And again, the clock ticking, 34 seconds as Alex Duong is now dismounting the cargo net.
It's definitely on pace to get into the top 30 at this point.
But as you mentioned, this will be a true test of his upper body strength. Let's see how he does on the devil steps.
We just don't know what his upper body strength is like. He looks pretty good.
We've seen some of the stronger competitors go hand over hand, skipping steps with the opposite hand. Duong, though, stopping on every step, being cautious. The clock continues to tick, but Alex Duong looking strong. A good descent. Now he is wincing in pain. Looks like he landed on that bad ankle, Johnny.
That ankle is costing Alex Duong precious time and jeopardizing his chances of making it into our top 30.
And right now the question is, will it keep him from making up that warp wall? And here he is, not even close. And he is down hard, favoring that right ankle, limping a little bit. 14 feet is something not even the best jumpers can get up, Johnny.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. If you haven't practiced it or haven't done anything like it, it can be very difficult.
And comes up short again. Alex recently twisted his ankle, and he has clearly aggravated that injury. At this point, I don't think he can get up that warp wall, Johnny. One attempt left, though.
He really hasn't come close. He's gonna have to pull out some inner strength right here. And you can see him trying to center himself, trying to breathe through the pain.
And here it is. No! So the ankle injury ends Alex Duong's run at the warp wall. A gallant effort, but he falls short of making it into our top 30. Well, two guys who did crack the leaderboard earlier were Paul Darnell, who jumped in at number 6, and Ronnie Shalvis Jr., who's in at number 11. Coming up, his quest is about more than finishing. It's about honoring a loved one. Ryan Thompson's inspirational story is next. Welcome back to the Southwest qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. This has been such a strong field, and now the deeper we get into this qualifying round, the more the competition is heating up. 5 more men have completed the course. Cody Klein, Will Roberts, Cedric Bassett, Ryan Cousins, and Dylan Curry all have reached the top of the warp wall. And they've all made it onto our leaderboard in the 14th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 22nd positions, leaving only 7 remaining spots in our top 30. Our next competitor is 25 years old, and he's from right here in Venice. It's Chad Simpson. He lives only 2 blocks away. He can see the Ninja Warrior course from his apartment window, but he has walked past this very spot every day for the past year, waiting for his chance to run the course again, and today, it's finally here. Nice little 2-foot technique through the quad steps.
That was precise and accurate. He knew what he wanted to do, and he hit it perfectly.
And makes his way nicely through the log grip. No problem there.
Yeah, he's off to a very solid start here.
And gets through the spinning log using those arms for balance. Onto the jump and whoa, nearly missed it.
That is not the takeoff he wanted off the trampoline, but nice recovery. Oh, and a sweet tuck and roll to save some time.
And time is everything right now. He's racing for a spot in the top 30. Never made it there in the past, but wasting no time right into the devil steps.
He's using a little bit slower technique here, not going hand over hand, reaches with one, then brings the other hand up. Takes a little more time, but it's a lot safer.
Well, here's the critical moment. Got to make that transition. And he's really hesitating, Johnny.
Oh, got a little dicey there.
But made the critical transition, and now making his way down the devil steps. Onto the warp wall, has to clear the warp wall to guarantee a spot in the finals. And he's up.
And look at the struggle getting to the top using his leg.
Chad Simpson finishes the course in a time of 1:23.73, claiming a spot among the top 30. Well, our next competitor is thinking about more than just making the top 30. This is 27-year-old Ryan Thompson from Flagstaff, Arizona. He's not trying to make a fashion statement. Instead, it's a show of support for a loved one.
I'm motivated to run the course today because I really wanted to raise awareness for breast cancer because my sister-in-law just found out she had breast cancer on Valentine's Day. So the more I can let people know, people definitely need to check themselves, ladies. Last year, I just barely slipped on the salmon ladder. I think I had 1 rung to go and I would have been in the top 15, but I ended up getting like 18th or 19th, so I wasn't able to make it. This year, I'm really confident that I'm gonna be able to get into easily the top 30. There's a lot of big name guys that are competing in this region, and to be in the same caliber, to be known as the same group as those guys is pretty awesome.
So Ryan at the starting line right now, ready to take on our qualifying course. His wife Christina on the sidelines, and his sister-in-law no doubt at home waiting to hear how he does. Slow through the quad steps, but gets through safely onto the log grip. Again, had experience on this last year.
Nice high grip on the log grip. The thing about that thing is it drops so quickly, only holding on with half a finger.
And flies through the spinning log, Johnny.
Very nicely done. Very little hesitation.
Right to the top rung on the cargo net.
That's the way it's done right there. He looks all pro.
Ooh, a good vault over, a little tangled up. But at 30 seconds, one of the faster times we've seen through the jump hang, Johnny.
Moving quickly now. You can see him wearing those 5-toed shoes like so many competitors wear.
Well, the shoes don't help him on this one. This is all upper body on the devil steps.
He certainly seems like he's on track to put down a great time.
He is flying right up the Devil's Steps.
It's important to get a little momentum.
Nice transition. Ryan Thompson believes he's one of the top athletes out here, and right now he is proving it. Just at a minute, looking at the warped wall, he has bested this before. Let's see if he has anything left in the tank.
Nice tight
Wow! It looked like he almost put his elbows on top.
He had traction all the way up that wall. He had room to spare.
So Ryan Thompson's performance puts him in 12th place, bringing the total number of course finishers to 25. Coming up, we save the best for last. The veteran of Mount Midoriyama, Levi Muenberg, returns to showcase the skills that made him a legend. Next on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Jonny Moseley. And Johnny, we just saw Ryan Thompson make it to the top 30, and as soon as he finished, he had 2 pieces of unfinished business. First, a big hug and a kiss from his wife, and second, an emotional call to his sister-in-law stricken with breast cancer.
I had a top 30 times, so I'm in the semifinals as of now. And you're the first person that I'm talking to.
Ryan wanted to let her know he completed the course because she's the inspiration for him competing at Ninja Warrior. And now she'll have another chance to cheer him on in the finals. Up next on the course, a familiar face, 36-year-old cheerleading coach Dorian Cedars. He once competed as a Division I athlete in cheerleading himself and does get a little ribbing from his fellow athletes for that. But the self-proclaimed cheer ninja can prove today that he doesn't just have spirit, he has skills too. And makes good time through the quad steps onto the log grip. Wow, and just like that, he's through, and he sprints through the spinning log. Oh! He eats it on the landing.
But he's not taking any time to recover at all.
And Dorian onto the jump hang, up and over. Felt he left something on the table on the course last year. Really wants to make a strong showing.
29 seconds up to this point. That is flying.
Look at that upper body strength. Dorian flying through the Devil's Steps.
It's important to note that there's a thicker step there that's offset. Most guys are reaching around it. He just flew.
44 seconds. He can guarantee a spot in the top 30 if he clears the warped wall, but I think he's shooting for more than just finishing, Johnny. Oh! Dorian coming up short on his first effort. Perhaps a little fatigue. Flew through the course to this point, though, Johnny.
This is still going to be one of our top times.
Yes!
If he can get over the top, which he does.
And Dorian Cedars stands atop the warped wall yet again. Celebrating, excited to be back. The cheer ninja proves beyond a doubt that he belongs alongside the best in this competition. And speaking of the best, next in the starting blocks, at just 24 years old, he's so accomplished he's earned the nickname The Legend. It is Levi Muenberg.
I've competed at Mount Midoriyama in the past, and I've gotten to third stage twice, where I was taken out by the Cliffhanger both times. For the last couple months, I've been in the Philippines working on the next Bourne movie, Bourne Legacy, where I'm doubling Jeremy Renner, doing some kind of parkour action, running over the rooftops kind of stuff. I literally got off the plane 24 hours ago. Unlike with filming where you get multiple takes, here you only get one take, only one chance. That definitely adds some pressure to it.
Well, he's getting over jet lag and a 16-hour time difference. You gotta wonder what time his body clock is set to right now. He shows freakish strength in all the videos. Wow.
Oh my goodness! A stumble, and Levi, the legend, goes out on the quad steps.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Folks, this has to be the biggest upset we've ever seen in American Ninja Warrior. Levi, the legend, goes out on the very first obstacle. Proof that this course is completely unforgiving. Let's go to Angela, who's with Levi right now.
Levi, what happened?
I don't know, I just miscalculated. I guess I was thinking more about my time and trying to be as fast as possible and not really thinking as much about actually getting through all the obstacles. You gotta be fast, but you have to be 100% consistent.
Thanks, Levi.
So a heartbreaking defeat for Levi the Legend Muenberg. Looks like it hasn't even fully sunk in yet.
Well, Matt, those quad steps are deceptively easy looking. They can trip up a guy like Levi Muenberg. They can trip up anyone.
Well, with Levi the Legend failing to make it into our top 30, let's take a look now at who will be advancing to the Southwest Regional Finals. It starts at the top with our fastest qualifier, Brent Steffensen. Dan Mast in the number 2 spot. Frosty Zernow, the showman, comes in at number 7. Ryan Thompson at number 13 will get to honor his sister-in-law again at the regional finals. Cole Stevens, the Navy firearms instructor, sits in 18th, a great comeback from his fall on the quad steps last year. And Kelvin Antwine, Grandpa Ninja, made history here, and he'll try to do it again in the finals. And with a total of 26 competitors who finished the course, we round out our top 30 with the 4 athletes who completed the devil steps in the fastest time. They are stuntman Kane Sinclair, environmental scientist Matthew Conway, Santa Monica businessman Travis Brewer, and the man at the bottom, David Money, sneaks into the top 30 with Levi Muenberg's shocking exit on the quad steps. Johnny, what's your take from this qualifying round?
I love some of the new guys like Jesse LaFleur, 4th fastest time this qualifying round. For him to do this well as a rookie is remarkable. And Brent Steffensen is just rock solid. There are no flaws in his game. I expect the same from him in the regional finals.
Now, the 30 who advance have to be happy, but there's no time to rest, Johnny.
That's right, because in the regional finals, not only will they face the 6 obstacles that they just ran, there'll be 3 more brutal obstacles they'll be up against. The salmon ladder, arm rings, and cargo climb.
Well, it's been a phenomenal start to the competition, but there is a lot more action still to come this season. For Jonny Moseley and Angela Sun, I'm Matt Eisman, and we'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.